Welcome to part 3 of our series, Using Key Elements to Compose a Successful Photo. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, where we covered focal points and perspective, I highly recommend watching those first. Each element builds upon the last, and together they'll help you master the art of composition. Today we're discussing an often overlooked but crucial aspect of composition: backgrounds. Also, don't forget this series on photo composition is loosely based on a book by Tom Clark titled Digital Photography Composition for Dummies. I highly recommend purchasing this book. Prints are hard to find new, but used copies can be found. Also, Amazon does have the Kindle version available. Backgrounds can make or break a photo. Whether you're shooting in a controlled studio environment or out in the wild, the background plays a significant role in the overall composition of your image. Backgrounds can be categorized broadly into two types: man-made and natural. Man-made backgrounds are often used in studio settings where you have control over every element, be it simple, solid color backdrop, or something more intricate like textured or patterned surfaces. Natural backgrounds, on the other hand, are those you encounter in landscapes, cityscapes, and other outdoor settings. These can include anything from a sprawling mountain range to an urban skyline. Three critical factors can drastically alter how your background appears: depth of field, perspective, and focal length. Depth of field is the first one. A shallow depth of field can blur out the background, isolating your subject and creating a dreamy, soft effect. This is particularly useful when you want to eliminate distractions and focus the viewer's attention solely on the subject. Conversely, a deeper depth of field keeps more of the background in focus, providing context and adding layers to your composition. Okay, number 2, perspective. As we discussed in part 2, changing your perspective can dramatically affect how the background interacts with your subject. A low angle might place the sky or a distant mountain as the background, while a high angle might include the ground or nearby objects. Focal length. A wide angle lens can pull more of the background into the frame, often distorting it and creating a sense of depth. A telephoto lens, on the other hand, compresses the background, bringing distant elements closer and creating a tighter composition. Knowing when to blur out your background and when to include it as part of your composition is a key to effective storytelling in photography. A blur background uses shallow depth of field to blur out the background when the surroundings are distracting or irrelevant to the subject. This technique works well in portrait photography, where the focus should be on the person or persons and not the environment. Sometimes the background is just as important as the subject. In landscape photography, for example, the background can provide context, mood, and a sense of place. Including background elements can also add layers to your composition, making it more visually interesting. It draws your viewer into the photo. Color theory plays a crucial role in how your background interacts with your subject. The colors in your background can either complement or contrast with your subject, enhancing the overall impact of your photo. Complementary colors are colors opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange, or usually teal and orange. Using complementary colors can make your subject pop against the background. Analogous colors. These are colors next to each other on the color wheel, like blue and green, or even different shades of green. They create a harmonious and cohesive look, blending the subject and the background together smoothly. One of the most common pitfalls in photography is a distracting background. Even a strong focal point can lose its impact if the background is cluttered or draws attention away from the subject. Here are just a few things to watch out for. Horizon lines. Make sure the horizon line doesn't cut through your subject in an awkward way, or make sure the horizon line is straight as well. Adjusting your angle or position can make a big difference. Number 2, be mindful of bright or dark spots in your background that can draw the viewer's eye away from the subject. Evenly lit backgrounds tend to be less distracting. So if you're doing it during a sunset or sunrise, you got to be careful where you place the sun in your photo. Number 3, placement of subjects. Consider how your subject is positioned relative to the background. Is there something directly behind your subject that competes for attention? If so, try moving your subject or changing your perspective to create a cleaner composition. Mastering backgrounds is about more than just what's behind your subject. It's about how every element in the frame works together to tell a cohesive story. By carefully considering your background, you can enhance your composition, making your photos more powerful and engaging. In the next video, we'll explore the magic of using light in your compositions. Light can dramatically alter the mood, depth, and impact of your photos. And we'll show you how to harness it to your advantage, I should say. Stay tuned for part 4 of our series.